Daisy Ridley played Rey, the lead protagonist in Disney's Star Wars sequel trilogy from 2015 to 2019. Her debut in The Force Awakens was met with excitement, and she quickly became the face of the new franchise. However, after The Rise of Skywalker in 2019, Ridley's career stalled. She was absent from major film projects for nearly 2 years. When she returned, it was with independent films such as Chaos Walking in 2021, which co-starred Tom Holland but was critically panned and a financial failure, grossing just $27 million against a $100 million budget. Another film, The Marsh King's Daughter, was delayed and received little attention. Despite leading one of the biggest franchises of the decade, Ridley has struggled to find consistent roles in mainstream Hollywood since Star Wars ended. John Boyega portrayed Finn, a former stormtrooper turned resistance fighter introduced in The Force Awakens in 2015. Initially positioned as a central character, his role was diminished across the trilogy. After The Rise of Skywalker, Boyega publicly criticized Disney for what he described as sidelining his character and exploiting diversity for marketing without narrative depth. His outspokenness led to polarizing responses within the industry. Post-Star Wars, Boyega starred in Breaking, 2022, and They Cloned Tyrone, 2023. Both films received modest critical praise but underperformed commercially, failing to elevate him into consistent leading man territory. Despite his early potential and high visibility during Star Wars, Boyega's post-franchise trajectory has been limited to niche roles and low-budget releases. Kelly Marie Tran joined the Star Wars franchise as Rose Tico in The Last Jedi, 2017. Initially introduced as a major new character, she was heavily featured in marketing and positioned as a symbol of inclusivity. However, her performance faced significant online backlash, and the character was met with mixed reactions from fans. In The Rise of Skywalker, 2019, her screen time was drastically reduced to under 2 minutes, sparking public discourse about her treatment by the studio. After Star Wars, Tran transitioned to voice acting, most notably in Disney's Raya and the Last Dragon, 2021, but has not returned to significant live-action roles in major films. Her career momentum slowed considerably following her Star Wars debut, despite initial mainstream exposure. Alden Ehrenreich played Han Solo in Solo, A Star Wars Story, 2018, a prequel intended to explore the early years of one of the franchise's most iconic characters. The film was marked by production issues, including the firing of the original directors and extensive reshoots under Ron Howard. Despite a budget exceeding $275 million, Solo grossed just $392 million globally, far below expectations for a Star Wars release. Ehrenreich's performance received mixed reviews, with many comparing him unfavorably to Harrison Ford. Following the film's underperformance, Ehrenreich's career stalled. Oscar Isaac played Poe Dameron across all 3 films of the Star Wars sequel trilogy. His character was intended to be the modern Han Solo archetype, charming, rebellious, and central to the Resistance. While Isaac received praise for his performance, he expressed dissatisfaction with the creative direction of the trilogy, particularly in The Rise of Skywalker, where character arcs were inconsistently resolved. After Star Wars, Isaac appeared in projects such as The Card Counter, 2021, which underperformed financially, and Moon Knight, 2022, a Marvel Disney Plus series that received a mixed reception and failed to establish long-term momentum. Despite his talent and critical recognition, Isaac has not maintained A-list status in major theatrical releases since the franchise, and his post-Star Wars roles have not matched the global exposure he once held. Hayden Christensen played Anakin Skywalker in Attack of the Clones, 2002, and Revenge of the Sith, 2005. Although these films predated Disney's acquisition of Lucasfilm, Christensen's career was notably impacted by the long-term reception of the prequel trilogy. Following criticism of his performances and the trilogy's dialogue, Christensen retreated from major Hollywood projects for over a decade. Disney's revival of the franchise brought him back for Obi-Wan Kenobi, 2022, and Ahsoka, 2023, both on Disney+. While these appearances were welcomed by nostalgic fans, they were limited in scope and did not signal a full return to mainstream leading roles. Despite the renewed interest, Christensen's association with the most controversial era of Star Wars continues to define his career trajectory, and his post-Disney appearances have not translated into a broader industry comeback. That's 5 minutes. Thanks for watching.